You're going to love this one. You have something on your face. Let me take a look. Oh, you got something right here. Yeah, there it is. Oh, what is this? What are you doing with my face? Is this like a new trend? You have something on your face? No, 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 no. That's just your personality. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Hi, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Today, we're going to be looking at 10 more rude things people say without knowing they're being rude. At the end of the video, I'm also going to give you a bonus phrase that definitely has the potential to be rude, but if you use it in the right context, it can actually come across as really nice. So stick around for that, and of course, I would love for you to stick around for all 10. So, let's get started. Number 1. You have something on your face. Now, this isn't necessarily a bad thing to say, especially if somebody actually does have something on their face. It's not a problem to point it out, but oftentimes we say this when someone doesn't have anything on their face, but we think that they should probably know that they don't look so good, or they look sloppy, and we say it in such a way that is obviously meant to make them feel bad about themselves. No. 2. This is why you shouldn't have an opinion. This one makes no sense whatsoever. Why wouldn't you want someone to have an opinion? The only time this could ever be okay to say is if the person you're speaking to is clearly misinformed, and you, instead of telling them that they're wrong, might word it in a way that suggests that they maybe shouldn't speak about the topic at all. And even then, I personally feel like it's still not okay to say. If someone asks you your opinion, though, then it's perfectly acceptable for you to tell them your opinion. And if they ask you why you think that, you can share the reasons for your opinion. Number 3. Are you sure about that? This one is similar to saying, I don't think you know what you're talking about. It's a way of implying that the other person is stupid or doesn't know what they're talking about. Oftentimes when we say, are you sure about that? We already know the answer to the question that we just asked. For example, if someone says, I love pizza, you might reply, are you sure about that? Here you're implying that they must not really love pizza if they think it's okay, and it's just a way of letting them know that you don't agree with them. In this case, it would be better to simply say, I don't agree with you there, but everyone's different. 4. Well, I didn't have the heart to tell you. People say this to excuse themselves from having told you something that you needed to know. Typically, something that is worth telling someone isn't really worth keeping in. There's no reason that you should keep it in unless you were hoping to gain some sort of sympathy by telling it to them later. It's better to simply tell them the truth than to say, oh, I didn't have the heart to tell you. No. 5. You shouldn't do that. Telling someone that they shouldn't do something is essentially telling them that they're doing something wrong. It's not something you should say to a friend because it implies that they've done something wrong. And if they've done something wrong, it's your job to help them and support them. Rather than tell them that they shouldn't do something, try saying something like, hey, I think there's a better way to do it, or, I understand where you're coming from, but maybe you could try it this way. Number 6. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't pick you. Okay, first of all, why are you saying this to the person you did it with in the first place? Secondly, if you're saying this, you're essentially telling them that you think that they're not good enough for you, which is very hurtful to hear. Even if you have no romantic feelings for the person, it can still hurt to hear that you're not worthy of someone else's time. Imagine if someone said this to you. They're essentially telling you that you're worthless. Number 7. To be honest, people always preface this with, to be honest, but what does that mean? What are you implying? That everything before this was a lie? That's what it sounds like. It sounds like you're saying that up until now you've been lying to this person. So it's better to just cut to the chase and say what you're thinking. It's best to simply just say what you mean. Note 8. I'm not like other girls, guys. Saying this is extremely annoying because it basically means that you think that other girls or other guys are bad. If you were to say, I'm not like other girls out loud, it would sound like other girls are bad. You're implying that other girls are something that you're not, and therefore you're better than them. You're special. No one else is. This is another thing that goes back to just being confident in yourself. Don't try to tear other people down to build yourself up. Number 9. We would be nothing without you. Okay, first of all, why are you telling the person this? Second, it implies that you would be nothing without them. Therefore, you're worthless without them. Just imagine if someone said this to you. They're telling you that you're worthless. They're telling you that you have no value. It's like telling someone that they're only as good as the last time they helped you. It's just not something you should say. Number 10. I think they just don't like you. Anytime someone tells you that they think someone else just doesn't like you, it implies that you don't like that person either. You're generalizing an entire group of people. If you're telling someone this, it's likely that you feel the same way. Otherwise, why would you go out of your way to tell them that you think someone else feels the same way about them? So you're telling someone that you think they're not worthy of being liked by others. And, of course, the bonus phrase is, you have something on your face. Now, this isn't necessarily a bad thing to say. However, if you're trying to compliment someone and say it in a certain way, you can say, you have something on your face, and then wait for them to respond. They'll likely ask, what do you mean? And then you can say, oh, you have something on your face, and then point out whatever it is that you find attractive about them. Now, this may seem kind of confusing or weird, but oftentimes when we give compliments, we want them to be reciprocated, and this is a great way to get someone else to compliment you. And if you're trying to be funny, it can also come across as really witty. So, do you agree with me? Are any of these things okay to say? And did I miss any? Let me know in the comments below. And, of course, if you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.